everyone, welcome to what is quite possibly the most exciting video ever, the video that I've been waiting to do for like what feels like years. I've got my little helper here who's just having a snooze, and sorry if you can hear the outside noise, but as you can tell, this video is the start of our extension. So we moved into this renovation house back in December, so it probably has been about 6 months, I think. And yeah, we basically got quotes and everything straight away, and the builder said to us that he had availability in June. So since like January we've been counting down the days until this day. So it's currently Sunday for me, so the extension is starting tomorrow. Obviously when you're watching this it'll be a week or so later, because I think I'm gonna film daily updates of the extension. Like at the end of each day I'll give you a progress report. Yeah, I'll give you an update at the end of each day, and then I think just compile all of that into one video and upload a video each week, so you'll get one video every week with like daily updates within that video, if that makes sense. But I think that's probably the best way to do it, especially at the beginning. I think there's going to be a lot of progress made like very quickly. I think the foundations are only going to take like a day, 2 days tops, and the builder is going to start taking the garage down straight away as well. So I think there'll be a lot to show every day, to be honest. It might slow down a little bit later on in the build. There might be some days that there isn't that much to show. Our builder seems like he works very quickly, and he's told me that he'll have it done by the end of July. So he's starting on the 13th of June. Tomorrow is the 13th of June. And yeah, he said that it'll be done by the end of July, obviously all being well. So that is only the shell that we're getting. So if you haven't seen the video that I've done about all of our plans, I would, if you want to, I would suggest going back and watching that, so you know exactly what it is that we're doing. But yeah, we are just getting the shell. So then once that's done, it's obviously up to us to do the, well, get somebody to do the plumbing and the electrics and all the other things. So once the builder's finished, we'll just be left with like a brick shell, but that's fine. I'm still so excited. I can't express my excitement. So yeah, obviously they're starting with the foundations, digging the new foundations, which, like I say, they were round last week, and it sounded as though they would sort of have the foundations dug within a day and then the cement laid the next day. So I'm thinking like definitely by the end of the week, but maybe even by like Wednesday. Obviously the foundations will all be done and everything, and they are gonna knock the garage down because we're extending the garage like out a little bit. They are basically knocking our current garage down and just rebuilding it, but obviously a little bit bigger. But our builder is a little bit, well, he is quite a big perfectionist. He will not do a bad job, which is obviously great, but they don't do the exact bricks anymore that this house is built in, so he can't get an exact match of bricks, which bothers him a lot. Which is good, obviously I don't want different bricks, but because of that he is gonna knock the garage down sooner than he maybe would have. So I think originally he was just obviously going to start to build around the current house and then remove the walls inside, but he's gonna try and reuse as many bricks as possible from our current garage, because obviously they match the brick on the rest of the house. So that's his plan, is to try and reuse as many of those as he can, clean them up, and just sort of, he will have to use some of the new bricks. That it's a very similar match, the new brick that he's got, but it's just not the exact one. So his plan is to sort of blend them together, and it'll just look like it's always been there. It won't just look like an extension plonked on the side of the house. But obviously he'll do that mainly on the front. He wants the front to look the best, and then the side and the back can just be done in the other brick. So yeah, that is his plan anyways, but I trust him. Like I say, he's a perfectionist. I'm happy to just go with what he suggests because he wants it to look perfect, and obviously so do I. So that is the plan, which has meant that we've had to empty the garage maybe a little bit sooner than we were expecting, but we knew that we were going to have to empty it anyway. Luckily it wasn't like full to the brim. We didn't have a garage in our old house, so we did have like things stored in there. Obviously when we were moving in, it was ideal to just store a lot of our things in there. And obviously because we don't have a proper kitchen, we've got a lot of our kitchen things just in boxes and stuff still. So yeah, there was a few bits in the garage, but it only took us a couple of hours at the most to empty the garage. So that's all empty. It just means that we obviously have things around the house. We've got like radiator covers that don't fit on the radiators in this house, so we just sort of have them. They're all like in the dining room. We've got our old, well, our new mantelpiece from the old house that we've not been able to put anywhere, so that's just in the like dining room, living room, dining room. Obviously we've just got lots of like mirrors and pictures and just like our Christmas decorations and stuff. The loft isn't boarded, so yeah, we basically have all of our belongings just stored like elsewhere in the house, but it's not actually disrupted things too much. So yeah, that is the plan. Like I say, hopefully you'll see sort of one of these videos each week with the progress, and I probably will only do sort of these extension update videos each week, and then once the extension is done, I feel like that's when it's like we can properly start getting everything done. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoy. I'll take you downstairs and show you what that is looking like today, and then probably the next time I'll pick the camera up it'll be tomorrow night, and I'll show you what's been done on the first day. So this is how things are looking. I do feel like it is probably getting worse by the day, but for us we're used to it, so it's not actually too bad. But we've got these mirrors and stuff in the hallway. These have actually been here for, I think, since we moved in. So the only addition is these ladders. So obviously this is everything basically from the garage that we've now got like dotted about in the house. So in here, this is where quite a lot of the things are. So this is obviously like the dining area end of like the living room. We never use the dining table anyway. Obviously we couldn't even if we wanted to, but yeah, this is literally just covered in all sorts of different things. If you've seen our like previous videos, we did have some of the mirrors in here since we moved in anyway. So yeah, this is just sort of a few additional bits that were in the garage. But as you can see, it's just sort of that random stuff. Like we've got Nelson's old dog cage and the baby gate that we had up in the old house when he was a puppy. Louis' golf stuff, which he never plays golf, so there's probably no point in us having that. But yeah, just picture frames. This is our mantelpiece that I was on about, that we obviously had in the old house, but there's a mantle in here. We've got lots of random things of like vases and flowers with just a mixture of all sorts of like artificial plants and stuff. But yeah, so that is the mantelpiece there, and then just a few boxes of just things. But really it's not that bad at all. We've obviously still got, like, I mean, there's a hoover and stuff there, but you know, it's not the end of the world, it's fine. So then in the kitchen, it's not too bad in here. These are all the biscuits for the builders. I mean, there is obviously stuff all over the place and I still need to do a little bit of a sort out in here, but we've got a few boxes piled up there. But I'll take you into, well, I maybe won't go into the garage because it's literally crawling with spiders, but it is pretty much empty. So, oh god, I don't want to go in. Nels, you come out. Don't want you eating all the spiders. You go in there. Good boy. Yeah, I think this stuff that is at the front must just be rubbish, I think. So hopefully the builders can just get rid of that for us. But yeah, this is the garage all emptied. So as I was saying, obviously they're knocking this down. So this wall is obviously like the outside wall. This is the side of the house, and this is where we're extending this out. So they're just taking down obviously the front and the side, and they're just gonna rebuild all of it, but 1.2 meters wider. So I reckon that this will be pretty much gone by the end of tomorrow, but we'll see. So yeah, that's how everything is looking at the moment. Hello son. Hi. So yeah, like I said, I'll pick you up at the end of tomorrow and give you an update. It's now actually Wednesday. We had a little bit of a delayed start with the extension. Obviously it was supposed to be starting on, I'm just looking out the window, it was supposed to be starting on Monday, so like 2 days ago, but we ended up waiting on like a couple of deliveries. The ground worker couldn't start until the dumper was delivered, and that was supposed to come on Monday so that he could start on Tuesday, and it didn't come Monday, it didn't come Tuesday. So he turned up today and all went to plan, and he had the dumper and his digger and everything. So he started today. It was a little bit of a later start by the time he'd sort of just got everything here and took our fence down so that he could get the digger and everything around the back. So he's still made good progress. There's still like quite a bit of the foundations have been dug. He's dug up to a certain point, and then I think there's like drains and stuff that he needs to move or dig around or something. Our builder is supposed to be coming over tomorrow as well, or sending 2 of his lads over, I think he said, to start taking down our garage. And then I think the actual like brickwork will probably start next week now, because it's been a little bit delayed. Our builder did originally say that he would probably start the actual brick lane Thursday, Friday of this week, but that's when we were supposed to be starting the foundations on Monday. So because everything's been delayed a couple of days, I doubt we'll get any further than just the foundations this week, but that's fine. The building inspector is coming tomorrow to inspect all of the foundations, and then the cement will be laid. So I'll take you outside and show you how much he's done so far. So let me just shut that so Nelson doesn't get out. So he's put the fence back up just obviously overnight, and we've got a dumper, I think this is, and then around here we've got the digger and the foundations. So I'll try not to fall down the hole. So this is how far he's got. He obviously started over here and he's making his way around here. So I think around about here is where the drains are. So he's moving the drains or going around the drains or something. I'm not 100% sure, but that's where he's got up to. So then the building inspector is coming tomorrow, and he'll obviously continue around this corner. He's having to go a little bit deeper on this corner just because of this tree here. So he is having to dig a little bit further down, sort of around this corner. But yeah, this is how it's all looking. So it's day 2 and this is what it's looking like. So as you can see, the garage is completely gone. We've got foundations down this side. I can't really get down here, but foundations have started coming down this side. They'll come like all the way down here and then across the front here, and then we'll have to go around the other way. The back's pretty much looking the same, to be honest, but they've done this corner. So yeah, he's done this corner around here, and we currently don't have any drains, so we can't use the toilets or the sinks or the shower or anything. This is all of the garage basically, and then these are all the bricks from the garage because he's planning on reusing them. That's why I had to come down so soon. Day 2 complete. So it's now day 3 and all of the foundations were finished off today, so you can see them there along the front of the house, and all of the concrete was poured. So there was a little bit of a delay with the concrete, and it meant that the builders were here till quite late. So that's why I'm just doing this as a quick voiceover, and yeah, just to show you sort of where we're at. So the concrete has been laid along the front and down most of the side. They haven't poured any of the concrete at the back yet. There's like drains and all sorts around there, so they've sort of focused more on the front. But yeah, as you can see, it's all going well, and the builders are planning on coming back tomorrow morning to actually start laying some of the bricks. So that's really exciting, and I'll give you an update of that tomorrow. So I thought I'd do a quick update. We're now on day 4, I think it is. I'm losing track already, but it's currently Saturday. So yesterday, you'll have seen I just filmed a little bit and did a quick voiceover because it was late by the time the builders went, and then I went and did the shopping and had a shower and stuff, because Thursday night we didn't have any like drains or anything, so we couldn't use the toilets or the sinks or anything, so we had to go elsewhere on Thursday night. But then that was all sorted yesterday. So yeah, I just did a quick sort of voiceover update yesterday, but yeah, it's currently Saturday, so the builders have been back this morning. They've just gone not long ago. They've just done like the morning, which is fine, but the bricks have started to be laid already. They are very quick. They work very quickly, so I don't think it's going to be long before it's like up. I will take you outside and show you what's going on. Louis is also doing some of the electrics. What are you doing?
I'm just taking the light out of here and out of there because he's getting knocked down.
Yeah, so he's like disconnecting the electrics from like this point onwards, because they were going to leave this toilet here and the builders were just going to use this, but he needs the bricks basically to use on the front of the house, so he's just going to knock this down. So Louis just needs to disconnect all of the electrics, and then this will probably be coming down next week, he said, didn't he?
Yeah, I've ripped out and down from anyways.
Yeah, Louis taken some of the roof off. So, oh god. So this is what it looks like from this angle, but I'll go around the front as well. So they've pretty much done all of this down the side, started laying all of the bricks. They haven't done as much at the back yet, and the concrete still needs to be poured further over there, but all of these bricks are laid.
It's all go in this house.
I'll go around the front. Oh god. This is the current state of the kitchen. Fridge is pulled out. You better be clearing all of this up.
You are.
No. Right. So, go out the front. So these are the bricks that have started being laid at the front. So I think these ones are a little bit darker, like same as the current house, and then he's going to reuse the bricks from the garage and some of our new ones and just sort of blend them all in for the front of the house. And then he's not as bothered about the side and the back, he'll just use the new bricks, but he's reusing the garage bricks on the front so they just all matches. Yeah. So that's where we're at now. This is how we're looking. You are? So I think I'm going to leave this one here. It might be a little bit shorter than I thought it would be, just because obviously we had a little bit of a delayed start, so we didn't start on Monday, we started on Wednesday. So I've obviously got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in this video, but I'm out of breath. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this one here and then I'll pick up again on Monday and do like a full week in the next one. Otherwise it's all going to start to overlap and stuff. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed seeing the progress and I'll see you in the next one.